room. Chris, there's a lot of talk about animal adoption. But if you have a pet, you might have that pet for...
I think it might be.
You're back in the living room. Chris, there's a lot of talk about animal adoption. But if you have a pet, you might have that pet for 15 years.
Yeah.
That's longer than many human relationships. That's a long time to live with and care for an animal, and we don't always give that a lot of thought.
Absolutely, you have to get it right. And just like human relationships, it is often the personality that really counts. You don't marry someone because they have a shiny coat or fresh breath, although...
It worked for me.
Thank you, Pat. Finding that perfect partner, it takes time, and it's really worth getting it right. Hello, Brett.
Hi.
How are you?
How are you?
No surprise to see you with a few friends.
Standard.
Animal lover Brittany is in the matchmaking business. She seeks perfect human matches for rescue pets all over Australia through her website, Paws.
Who are these two little singles looking for love?
So we've got Jessica, and then we've got Cherrie over here, who loves you.
Oh, look at
You guys
that.
hit it off straight away.
Could be love at first sight here. What would you say is the biggest challenge in terms of trying to match people with pets?
I think the first challenge I've found was a lot of people are after a particular breed. So I do feel that if we can pair particular owners with specific breeds in pounds and rescue centres, then we can distract them from going straight to a backyard breeder and whatever contributes to that mass cycle of pets ending up on death row.
It's basically online dating for people looking for a dog.
Essentially.
Yeah. Why don't we get to know them a bit better and see if we can work out their perfect owner?
Sounds like a good idea.
All right, let's go, guys. If I could give one bit of advice, it's to be completely honest about what you can bring to this relationship. Actually know how much exercise you want to do, how much grooming you want to actually perform, but above all else, how much time you have to commit to a dog. Work that out and then try to find a dog that matches that lifestyle that you're actually after. In order to work out what's perfect for Jess and for Cherrie, we're going to create a typical day and see if they enjoy it or if it's not really for them.
First stop, a pet-friendly coffee shop. A pet-friendly cafe can be a great place to see how relaxed a dog is in a busy environment.
What do you think? Is it your scene?
It might also be a good place to test their table manners.
Oh, okay. Look. Okay, admittedly, the puppuccinos haven't been a huge hit, but we're just doing the best we can. We should leave. Check, please. Thanks.
Next stop, the supermarket.
Oh, this one.
Okay, so obviously you learn a lot about a dog by spending time with them, but sometimes you learn more spending time away from them. So what I've set up here is a classic scenario where the dogs are left alone. So already Cherrie is starting to get a bit anxious. So Cherrie may be more of a dog for someone who spends a lot of time at home. Jess, though, I mean, I'm almost insulted. Jess doesn't care less.
She doesn't notice that we left.
Next stop, the beach. The beach is a great place to socialise for you and your dog.
But there is another reason for bringing them to the beach. I think it's time for a photo shoot.
To help find the ideal home for Jess and Cherrie, we need to take the perfect profile pic for the Paws website. Greyhounds like Jess make great pets. They're quiet, they're friendly, and very easy to live with. And surprisingly, they do love to play.
Jessie, we're getting an insight into your mind right now, aren't we? It's adorable. Jessie, no one knew a greyhound was capable of that.
But to get Jess a home, we need a photo that will help her stand out from the crowd on Brit's website.
All right, it might be Cherrie's turn. Okay, Cherrie, what we're looking for here is obviously something that suits you, which is a bit more refined, a mature lady that's ready to bloom again.
Show us some charm.
Yeah.
She knows the angle.
There we go.
Little Cherrie is a homebody, a faithful and loving companion, but she still does have a playful side.
Oh, Cherrie, is that a model inside you trying to get out? I think it might be. Cherrie.
natural.
Weren't you just a little star, huh? But quite seriously, a great photo does make a huge difference when it comes to adoption, doesn't it?
A whole lot of difference. I mean, the dogs have such a big personality, so for us to capture the cheekiness, but also how placid they are, it's nice. And it is the first point of contact, I guess, for adoptees to see rescue pets, and that's by bringing them online and showcasing these photos of them, we're able to help that connection.
Yeah. Well, I think we've got a couple of great ones there.
Definitely.
All right.
So it's time to find these pooches their perfect matches.
Puppy Tinder. I love it.
Yeah, and it seems like quite a strange idea, but there's a real merit behind it when you consider that basically 250,000 dogs and cats are put to sleep every single year because they don't find the right homes. So, you know, there's a very serious side to it, and certainly those tests, they seem a little bit crazy in parts. So that one out the front of the supermarket, not spending time with the dog is often the best way of assessing what they're really like when you're not actually at home, which is a large portion of the day. So you have to match them to what you can provide them with.
And even for puppies?
Yeah, this is the funny thing. So if you go and see a puppy that's, say, 6 weeks of age at a breeder or at a shelter, that personality at 6 weeks of age, isn't that different to how it is at 6 years of age? So they're kind of locked in their personality. If you walk in the gate and the puppy is like bounding down the path and making lots of noise, it's always going to be more lively compared to the puppy that's inclined just to sleep the day away. And that personality doesn't really alter too much.
Interesting. And tell us about those two poochies. Did they find homes?
They did. They really did. So Cherrie, who is the little Maltese there, she's gone to a lady called Joanne. I think we can see them here right now. And living a very, very happy life amongst a few friends, as you can see there. And Jessica, our greyhound. Greyhounds are great dogs. Really are undervalued as companions. They're quite sooky, they're quite gentle, and don't need too much exercise. Little Jessica has gone to Shelley and Belinda, as we can see here, and living lovely lives.